Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. This evening I'm going to be doing another discussion video, and this topic tonight is going to be centering upon censorship and the contradictions that censorship has concerning sexual violence. Now, what I mean by this is sexual violence opposed to normal violence. Why it's okay to see a woman get her head absolutely bashed into pieces, but it's not okay to see another form of violence in the sexuality. So that to me has always been mind-boggling, and it's society in general. We seem to be more uptight about sexuality than we are about violence. Now, case in point, movies like Inside, absolutely barbaric. This main female in this leading role goes through an absolute ordeal as far as torture, sheer pain and violence is concerned. But then you've got movies like Irreversible that had so much controversy put onto it because of one particular rape scene. Now, I'm not condoning rape scenes in films. I think they are barbaric, but they're no more barbaric than you see films like Inside Frontiers, where all of these females have to go through so much. Now, it's not only confined to females. It's also, for Father's Day it was banned initially because of the fact there was a male-on-male rape scenes. So it's not just the females that I'm talking about, it's rape scenes in general. So for me, I think it comes down to the fact that we're not as in touch with sexuality as we are with violence, and it's particularly in the Western sort of Eastern world, I guess you could say. Japan, they when it comes to violence, they can show the most grotesque things, but when it comes to nudity, they basically pixel it out. And that's what I find really confusing, that the natural body is far more provocative than, say, an on-screen violence is. So I think the priorities are a little bit mixed here, because if you're going to ban a film for sexual violence, you may as well ban it for violence of other nature, because it's just as bad. It's a tool. It's not sensual. It's a tool made for terror. Basically sexual violence is terror, as is a normal violence. So I think to ban it because of sexual violence, I think deep down it comes down to the insecurities with sexuality. As I said, when it comes to sexuality in Japan, they'll pixel out the private parts, in their pornography. Now, there's a movie that comes from Japan that is very provocative and very infamous for its torture and porn put together, called Psycho the Snuff Reels. I haven't actually seen it, but I have heard a lot about it, and I heard that they pixel out the pornography scenes, but they they splash all this gore right in front of you without censoring it. So it kind of feels like they're more, they're more worried about not showing something that's natural. I'm not saying the sex in porn is natural. I'm saying that the human body are natural. So they seem more concerned about the actual body, showing body parts, than they are about showing violence. And as I said, it's not just a problem that is in Japan. I think it is a problem that is in most of the Western world. In Europe, you get countries. I'm going to say, it's not so much a case of Western world, it's a case of areas of the world. Now, as I said, with France, they seem a lot more in touch with their sexuality, and not a lot gets to them as much as it gets to us. So I think we've been just sheltered a little bit as far as this is concerned. I think as far as sexual violence is concerned, yes, it's bad. Don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying that it's good. I'm just saying it's not as bad as, straight out violence of the other sense, as far as, torture. And if anything, torture should be banned as well. But it just doesn't seem, the spotlight seems to be on sexual violence. But overall, I feel that it is down to the fact that as far as sexuality, it's very misunderstood. A lot of people don't come to terms with it, and therefore I feel that there's a contradiction between there. You're going to ban out sexual violence, but you're not going to ban out violence that is towards women in a non-sexual way. So I feel that if you're going to ban one, you may as well ban the other. And if you're not going to ban both of them, you may as well just not ban any of them at all. So they're all ghastly, and I feel that each is just as terrifying as the other. So I'd like to see what you guys think of this topic, whether or not you agree with me, whether or not you think that sexual violence is a lot worse than any other type of violence. For me, I feel that it's all the same. It's all ghastly, and I feel that a lot of people, they just get a little bit uptight as far as something of a sexual nature is concerned. So we always like to see, think of sexual themes as loving moments, but when the loving aspect is turned into a tool of a weapon, basically, sexual violence in a negative sort of way, I feel that a lot of us you know, we take a back seat and we just say, you know, we don't want to see that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's a very interesting subject, and I thought I would just share it out there with you guys. So please feel free to leave comments if you agree or disagree. That's up to you. But yeah, so hopefully you find this topic interesting enough. So until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later.